Wake up, wake up, wake up, my people of the planet. I am D Venom, and allow me to raise your vibrations. I know it is early morning, and I hope that my people of the universe are staying on the straight and narrow, considering it is the weekend, and not doing anything to jeopardize and or lower one's vibrations. And with that said, let's get into this morning's episode. All right, you guys. As I just mentioned, it is the weekend, and I hope that all is staying on the straight and narrow and not doing anything to lower and or jeopardize one's vibrations. I myself personally, I have been a very good boy / girl, and I have not done anything to lower and or jeopardize my vibrations. I have been clean now from methamphetamine since August 24th, 2024, and that will mark about 14 to 15 days now that I've been clean from meth. My people of addiction, as hard as this is for me, or was for me, you guys can do it. Because if I can do it, I'm a walking, living example that this can be done. All you have to do is surrender your battle to the spiritual realm and watch what happens. This is all I did, you guys. I stopped fighting the battle myself and I surrendered. As I was telling my therapist, I believe it was yesterday we had a conversation, and I was telling them how I surrendered my battle with methamphetamine and just gave it to the spiritual realm, and how after I allowed them to take over the battle, I'm just receiving so many different blessings. Not that I wasn't receiving them before, but I'm receiving them even more now that I've put trust in them and allowed them to fight the battle. And they are conquering because I'm conquering here, in this realm. So I know that they are conquering within the spiritual realm. And it's a lovely thing. I absolutely love it. So my people of addiction, once again, I am a living example that this can be done. So do not give up. Keep fighting. And you will see that beautiful things will happen. All right, moving forward. My finances are looking a little bit better, so I feel like I'm going to be with you guys for a tinge longer. I've had plenty of job interviews, and, not plenty. I've had a handful of job interviews, and all seems to be pretty good in regard to those interviews. Some of them didn't pan out, which is fine, and a handful of them looks promising. I filled out an application yesterday for a line cook / food prep position, and I received an email yesterday around 1 something for a position, to be a cook. And I missed that email because by the time I discovered it, it was about 4 something here in Arizona. And when it's the weekend, especially a Friday, and people work in offices like that, they be ready to go. They don't have time to be sitting up in there all motherfucking day long. They ready to drink, eat well, fuck well, suck well, do whatever they do for the weekend. They're ready to do that. They don't want to talk to us. So by the time I emailed this person back in regards to the job, it was a little bit too late. Not saying that they won't get back in contact with me, but I'm pretty sure they were out of the office or maybe busy or something, or whatever the case may be. I just did not hear back from them, and that's fine. Hopefully I hear back from them come Monday, Tuesday, or possibly Wednesday. But all in all, the finances seem like they are uplifting, and I'm not doing anything too much aside from filling out applications, going to interviews, and doing what I'm supposed to be doing. You know, when you're looking for a job, what do? You fill out applications and you put forth the effort in order to obtain work. And the spiritual realm sees this, and they are appreciative of this. So I'm going to have a job before the end of this month. Now, I want to share 2 stories that happened at the same place, different times. And these are huge blessings that I am going to receive for my act of kindness, my act of courteousness, and just being plain honest. You know, the spiritual realms like gratitude, and they like honesty, and they like, you know, people that are sincere. And I showed this while I was at the laundromat a couple of days ago. Now, I've seen the owner of this particular laundromat on several of occasions. I'm not sure if they are on drugs or not. Hopefully not. But they have a very interesting way in regards to their characteristics. I am bipolar 2/ADHD. I can see the symptoms in regard to ADHD and bipolar in this person. Mainly the ADHD. They're all over the place. They're trying to do 1,000 things at once, and they're forgetful. This person had a wad of money in their hands and the keys to some washing machines, and totally forgot all about it right next to the washing machine that they were fixing on, which was mine. Let me go back a little more into the story. So I picked a machine, a 6-loader, and or a 3-loader or a 6-loader. Either way, I picked the machine and it wasn't working properly. I called over a young woman who works for the laundromat, whom ended up calling over one of the maintenance personnel. They came over. They had a general idea of what was wrong with the machine, but they couldn't quite, figure it out. So they ended up getting the manager or the owner of the laundromat to come over, and they checked out the machine. So at this point, I seen the owner walking around with a handful of money plus the keys to the machine or the machines, and they had to take the top off of my machine in order to see what was going on. So it was something to do with the coins being accepted by individuals that just wasn't working properly. When I put coins in there, it just wasn't feeding. Anyway, it got heated between the maintenance guy and the owner, because the owner felt like the maintenance guy, considering they've been working there for a while, and considering, I guess, the machines go through what my machine went through that particular day, they should have known what they were doing. And I overheard the conversation, and it wasn't cute for a while. So the maintenance guy ended up, either way it goes, the machine next to mine is where the owner of the shop left a wad of money and the keys to the washing machines. I'm looking at this wad of money like, damn, I could seriously use this right now because I am a broke ass bitch, and every amount will count in my circumstances. And I wasn't thinking about stealing the money. Of course not. They have cameras in there and whatever else. But I'm pretty sure someone desperate enough, cameras or not, would have still stolen that money, because one of my laundry baskets ended up getting stolen from this particular place a while back. And nobody came forth in regard to my laundry basket. So I can imagine with this money how easily someone could have just slipped it into their pockets and went about their business. I kept an eye on this money and the keys to the machines for some time, because I thought that the owner of the shop was going to return and claim his items. Anyway, the maintenance guy, he was working, he was folding up some clothes and stuff, not too far from where the incident happened regarding my machine. So he was right there. But he didn't even notice that the owner left money and the keys to the machines right on top of the machine next to mine. It was semi-covered with the top to the machine that how can I explain it? The money and the keys were semi-covered due to the top that was removed from my machine. You know, it was covering the money and stuff to a certain degree, but you could still see all of this money. Anyway, I didn't realize during the time that I was watching the money and stuff, someone else was watching the money and stuff as well. It was a female. I eventually called over the maintenance guy, and I was like, you know, the owner, is he coming back to claim this or what? Because he left a bunch of money on top of this machine along with the keys to the machines. So the guy looked up on top of the machine, seen all of the money and the keys to the machines, and kind of like, he gave me a cricket smile and kind of rolled his eyes like an emoji, and was just like, he always does this. And that right there just let me know right there that this man is either on drugs or he's on or he's ADHD or something, because who forgets that much money, you know, yeah. Anyway, he went in to tell me a story in regard to how the owner left, I forgot how much money, but they left it in their truck, but they didn't realize where this money was, and they didn't realize that they left a wad of money in their truck like that. Anyway, I guess upon searching for this money, they opened up the door to their truck, and that's when all of that money came falling out. That is beyond forgetful. You know, I can understand forgetting your cell phone or, you know, maybe your keys or something like that, but to forget all of that money, I mean, people are desperate these days, you know. And so anyway, after I conversed with the maintenance guy and we kind of chuckled about the situation, he took the money to the owner and the keys, and the owner was very grateful at the fact that, you know, I turned that money and those keys in like that, because I could have stolen it and I would have been a couple of dollars richer considering my own damn circumstances. So I was very happy about that. Then later on in the laundromat, there was a woman who, well, shortly thereafter, after I got done talking to the maintenance guy, a woman chimed in, and she was like, that person left all that money up there like that? And we just got into a conversation, myself, the maintenance guy, and this lady, in regard to the owner basically being impetuous like that. And people will see those signs and they will prey upon that. You know, some people may follow him around just to see if he'll, slip up, because he's done this on several of occasions. So he needs to be careful with that. And the next time that I go into the laundromat, I'm probably going to mention that to him. Be careful with your actions, because people prey upon shit like that. And when you slip up and leave something behind, you can guarantee someone is going to be right there to pick it up. So just make sure at all times that you have your head on straight. Anyway, the same lady that was in conversation with us in regard to the money, she had children, at least about 3 or 4 of them, little ones. And I remember one of the little ones had to use the bathroom, and the mom took him outside to go urinate. As this was going on, there was a woman who had to use the restroom, and by the time the lady who was in conversation with myself and the maintenance guy came back in with her little one, after taking him out to go pee-pee, the lady that had to use the restroom was coming out. So the little one who went outside to go and urinate wanted to go into the bathroom. So myself and the lady who was coming out were looking at each other like, do we let this happen or do we not let this happen? So anyway, the lady, she ended up leaving because the little boy had the door open and he went into the restroom. And she was like, I'm not sure if I was supposed to do that or not, but I'm like, it's fine. I'll keep an eye on it. So the little boy went into the bathroom, and you have to buzz yourself in and out of the bathroom. So, of course, he was too small to reach the buzzer in order to get out of the bathroom, more or less the knob in order to twist it to get out. And I didn't want him to be in the bathroom panicking and going through those motions, because the lights turn on automatically when you walk in. But I don't think those lights turned on because he was so small that he couldn't generate the lights to come on. So he was in there pretty much in the dark. Anyway, his mom was on the opposite side of the laundromat. Looked like she was getting ready to, pack up and leave. I automatically went over to her and told her that your child is in the bathroom and I'm not sure what's going on, but they're in there. And she was so, once again, grateful and thankful at the fact that I came over and told her where her child was, because I could have let that go on and not said anything and allowed the mother to panic and allowed the little boy to be in the bathroom crying and whatever else. And, it could have just been an ugly situation. And I did not want that to happen in regard to this mother and her child, and come to find out the child had to boo-boo. That's why he went into the bathroom to begin with. So he had to pee, which he did outside, but he also had to urine. I mean, he also had to boo-boo, and that's why he went into the bathroom. And long story short, mother and child were reunited, and it was all pretty much because of myself. And I did two big deeds on that particular day, and I know for sure that the universe and source will bless me for those particular deeds that I did. And I know that for sure a job will be one of those blessings, and abundance will be the other. So moving on, you guys, I want you to get out a paper and pencil, because I found something for you guys, especially we misanthropic individuals. Now, I foreshadowed in my episode prior to this one that I was going to find a interview amongst 2 individuals, males, that are misanthropic, and upload it. I mean, and give you guys that information so y'all can look into it yourselves. Now, you should have your paper and pencil by now. The name of the video, which is courtesy of YouTube, is called Misanthropy or Non-Fearful Social Withdrawal. And the uploader is called War House. War House. The video received 2.1k views. This lets y'all know how many motherfuckers in the world can't stand other human beings. Or it could have been individuals that were interested in watching the video that made these numbers what they are. Or who knows? I just feel like 2.1k views are people that absolutely cannot stand human beings, and let that be the reason. This interview is funny as fuck to me because I'm misanthropic. It was probably meant to be a video, but they were having technical difficulties, and the two individuals that were basically talking, you really can't see them. So it ended up being pretty much a podcast, and you can hear them clearly, but you just can't see them. Anyway, you guys have to check out this interview in regard to misanthropy or non-fearful social withdrawal. Now, I can relate to the non-fearful social withdrawal for the simple fact that I myself personally, I don't fear human beings. I'm not scared of human beings. I'm not afraid to be social or any of that. I just want to deal with you motherfuckers when I want to deal with you. And I want to be around you when I want to be around you. And I want to be bothered with you when I want to be bothered with you. Aside from that, I want nothing but aloofness between myself and human beings. Even my motherfucking car is antisocial, okay? We park away from bitches. We see other hoes coming our way, we'll turn down a whole motherfucking different block just to get away from hoes. You would think that I'm running from the damn cops, okay? Just to get away from human beings and other vehicles. You park next to a bitch, you come outside, you got a big goober on your car, or your car is scratched up and dented. You got a footprint on your motherfucking vehicle because of someone's damn child. I mean, anything can happen when you park next to another vehicle. My car don't like that shit. And some parking spaces are so close-knit that you really can't help but to kind of nick the other person's vehicle in order to get the fuck out the damn car. But no, my vehicle don't give a fuck if you have the biggest bumper. She don't care if your muffler is dragging to the motherfucking ground, bitch. She don't give a fuck about that. My vehicle cares about being cute, playing her bassy music, and being ratchet on occasions. In a good way. And being finessed by me. That's what my vehicle cares about. And keeping up her maintenance. Aside from that, my vehicle don't give a fuck about nobody else's vehicles. And she damn sure don't want to be close to your motherfucking ass. In fact, I have a serpent meditation song on my meditation playlist with nothing but snake hisses. And I will ride around and turn that shit up as loud as I can and allow my vehicle to hiss at other people's vehicles. This is how much she don't want to be around your motherfucking ass. My car cannot stand other vehicles at all. You could be the cutest boy on the block. She may care about that. But she still don't want to be close to other cars. But I want y'all to check that video out with Warhouse. Misanthropy or non-fearful social withdrawal. I wonder if it's a misanthropic thing or non-fearful social withdrawal when it comes down to shamans and not nuns, but shamans and monks, because you don't see monks leaving the peaceful environment of the wilderness to come into the city in order to help city folk out. If anything, you see city folk leaving the city to escape into the wilderness in order to seek advice and clarity from the shamans and the monks that are living peacefully within the forest or the woods or whatever. You know, I mean, you rarely see shamans and monks coming into the city in order to help us out. Shit, it's the other way around. We trying to find out where the fuck they at. What tree they living under. We trying to find them in order to get our lives in order. But that's the type of life that I'm searching for. I want an ashram life where I'm around other like-minded individuals whom share the same interests as me in regard to spirituality and things of that particular nature. That's what I'm looking for. Anything regarding human beings, I can give a fuck less about. I mean, unless you're a part of my tribe, you know, or my team, then we can talk. Aside from that, I don't want nothing to do with you. Now, let me go to my notes. Oh, I'm going to go live with you guys. I know I keep saying this. I was going to do it today. Well, I think I may do it today. I created an episode for you guys yesterday, but unfortunately, after reviewing it, I kind of slipped up and messed up on a couple of things. So I wanted to redo it, which I'm doing right now. I have a name for the live room that I am going to create. I'm not going to spill the beans now, but I think that it's going to be a nice little success when I do create this live room. Now, I am going to probably be asking for donations, not for drugs or anything like that, but in order to keep the podcast going and to modernize this whole drug addiction shit. You know, people want help and people need help, but a lot of people don't know how to go about getting the help, or some people don't have insurance in order to, you know, receive the type of help that they need. And a lot of people are just suffering within the world, and it's not fair. And I just want to modernize meetings and stuff like that and give the people the help that they really do need. And I can't do it by myself. I have to have help. So with the help of you guys, maybe we can come up with some resources. And, you know, I get my therapist involved, which you guys will be meeting sometime soon. And we can figure some shit out, you know, in regard to how to modernize meetings and get people to be more active when it comes to counseling, you know, because a lot of people need counseling and therapy, and they're just not getting it, and it's just very unfortunate that they can't receive it due to whatever circumstances. Anyway, you guys, I just wanted to check in with you all and let you all know that everything is good in regard to me. And as I said earlier, I have been on the straight and narrow, and I have not slipped up, and I have not done any methamphetamine or anything else that will lower and or jeopardize my vibrations. And I hope that you guys will do the same thing. You know, you stay on that straight and narrow, regardless of how hard it is. Stay on that straight and narrow and do not do anything to lower those vibrations. All right, you guys, I'm going to end this particular content, but I want to check in with you guys and see if you all checked out Misanthropy or Non-Fearful Social Withdrawal, uploaded by Warhouse 4 years ago. And as I said, it received 2.1k views. Let me know what you think about this video. And I'm also going to look up some misanthropic comments on Pinterest to share with you guys. I think that you would find it kind of hilarious. Just the misanthrope and just being cynical about a lot of different stuff. It's just, yeah. But anyway, you guys, I am D Venom, and thank you all for joining my platform here on Podbean. Until my next episode, you guys, y'all be good and namaste. Hey, hey, hey.